Hi, everyone. My name is Stephanie. I am the founder of Team Malibu, and I'm here to share about Facebook facelifts and, what are they and why should we be doing them? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen fully, and then we're going to get going. Okay, so when you first became a coach, you probably didn't have that in your head that when you joined Facebook originally, that at some point in time you were going to use this as your business. Well, surprise, you are. Because, social media, it's like 99% of a business for, what we're in, the multi-level marketing and, becoming a coach online. This is where you're going to get a lot of your people. Are you going to be able to go to the store, hit up a conversation? Yes. Are you going to, maybe go to a kid's event or, just go to an event with a friend or, a spouse and maybe meet someone? Yes. But a lot of times you're also going to attract them or, revert them back to your Facebook and ask them like, hey, are you on Facebook? Great. Do you mind if I add you and we can connect? So you want to make sure that your Facebook is set up so that when somebody comes to check you out, they're like, oh, wow, this person's got a lot going on. I like it. I want to follow them. You need to make sure that your stuff is inviting and it's ready for someone to come and see. So we're going to give you some tips today on how to do just that. So there are 5 really important aspects to your Facebook page: cover photo, profile picture, mini bio, last 5 posts, and 5 featured photos. So Facebook is always kind of updating itself, adding new things. So for instance, the mini bio and the 5 featured photos, those are actually recent add-ons, probably in the last few months. So let's start with your profile picture. Why do we want to change this? Well, when you are messaging people and, they're looking on their phones, they're just seeing this little tiny snapshot of who you are. And if you have like a picture of your entire family or a picture of your cat, your dog, maybe a beautiful sunset that you saw, then people are going to be like, who is this person? Like, why are they contacting me? So you want to make sure that, it's a picture of you. It's bright. You're happy. You're smiling. It's inviting. It does not have to be professional. You can take a nice selfie, have, somebody in the family take a picture of you, but just make sure it's a picture that, like I said, it's inviting, you're smiling, you're happy, and it's a face shot. So that is what we want for our profile picture. Moving on to our cover photo. This is something that, you want to make sure that your cover photo is kind of showcasing who you are, as a person. What do you stand for? What's going on? When I come to your page, what am I going to see? So you never want to be putting anything Beachbody related on this. Sometimes new coaches get excited and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell people about the 21 day. I'm just going to blast it and I'll put it up on my cover photo so they can see it. No, you don't want to put anything that is tied to the business on your Facebook in general. You want people to be following for you, not because of what you are attached to. So this is more about, who you are and showcasing that. For instance, on my cover photo right now, I do have, a picture of my family, my girls, my husband and I working out, also a picture of us dressed up. And I have like a little spot that says, something about how, my life on my terms. Because it is, because of coaching, I now do things when I want, how I want. I can choose to work. I can choose not to. It's my life on my terms. So, I'm kind of showcasing like, hey, are you interested in having a similar life? Come follow me. There are many ways that you can make an awesome Facebook cover without having to, go out and pay for it. As a new coach, sometimes, the last thing you want to do is, start shelling out tons of money to look professional. Well, fake it till you make it. And the way you can do that is by going to a couple, different sites that I have found and that are going to be explained in a second video that you can watch if you would like more added information. But the first 2 places that I'm going to suggest for you, photojet.com, F-O-T-O, jet.com. It has awesome templates where you can just literally click over, drag pictures, add the text, add a little, stuff to kind of spruce it up. The thing about photojet.com that, is kind of a negative is that it doesn't save your stuff. So once you log out, it's no longer there. You would have to recreate whatever you were working on. So just so you know that. Another great one that I actually used for my fitness page was canva.com, C-A-N-V-A, canva.com. And it was great. I really liked it. They also had templates. You can also kind of create your own. but every time I downloaded pictures, it's saved there. I could log out, see how it looked on my phone, go back into it, make changes, but it's always there. It saves your stuff. And these also have, you can go into these same websites and you can do, YouTube stuff, cover shots for your YouTube page if you have one, for Twitter, for, any other social media. And it also has things that you can do for just regular posts, so you can spruce things up. So it's really two awesome websites. But make sure your cover photo is, you got curb appeal and it looks good and it's an expression of you, and people can kind of get to know, like, okay, what's this chick about? What's her personality, from your cover photo. Next, we're going to talk about your mini bio. So this is, oftentimes the first thing people are going to see when they click on your page. Like, okay, so, maybe a friend tagged them on something on your page, or, maybe there was something that, somehow popped up in somebody else's news feed and they start clicking on you. Well, this is going to be kind of like a first impression for them. So you want to make a list of, who you are. You can talk about where you work. You can talk about your interests. Mine's kind of short and simple, like, mother of 3, wakeboard wannabe, runner, health coach. And, I'm kind of just, kind of talking about some of my interests, things that you're going to find, on my page. So you don't want to be putting anything, again, about Beachbody. That little bio about you should not be, I'm a Beachbody coach. You can say I'm a health and online coach, but take, the Beachbody out of it. Because once again, people just, they tie that name to certain things. They have preconceived notions about it, but you want to, guide that conversation, not have them come in with judgment already. So make it short and sweet and just let people know who you are and what they're going to come to find when they come to your page. Next up is last 5 posts. So, why is this on here? Because when you become a coach, you want to make sure that somebody that's kind of, going through and being like, okay, like, who's this person? What is she about? If you went to your own Facebook page right now and you went through and scrolled down to see kind of some of your recent posts, can you even tell that you're a coach? Do you have some things of value on there? Do you have, motivational things, recipes? What do you have on your Facebook page? Or is it just filled with, other people tagging you and putting some funny post up on there? Is it just filled with just random pictures of family, cats, dogs, like whatever? But, does it say, hey, I'm here to help? Like, come join me. I got some good stuff for you. What does it say about you? So make sure you check your last few posts, because that's what people are going to do. They're going to come to your page and they're going to scroll down and kind of see what you're about. So make sure that you are giving out the right information and the right impression. 5 featured photos. Again, this is kind of another first impression. So in this little category, you can add up to 5 photos, and you kind of want to tell a story. If you have a transformation, put it up there. If you have a family, put it up there. If you have an interest outside of fitness, put it up there. This is kind of a way for people to get a quick glimpse of, who are you? Do I want to follow this person? Do I have anything in common with this person? Who are you? So, that's a great place to kind of just, again, give a great first impression. Clear photos. You don't want something that's too congested, good lighting, nice and clear. So, these are all good things that you want to make sure you are set up for success, so that when you announce, I'm a health and fitness online coach and I'm here to help you, they come to your page, they check you out, and they're like, wow, I do think this girl could help me. She's inspiring. All right, let's do this. Okay. So moving on, some of the things I already talked about, but this is some mistakes that new coaches often will make. And these are mistakes that I made in the beginning. I remember being, a coach in my first few days. I was so excited. I tagged my Beachbody website on everything. If I made a poster, my little website was on the bottom, so I did all these things. We all go through it, we learn, and then we move on. So, you can read here, sometimes maybe you're not posting anything on your Facebook page. So people are coming to it and it's just kind of like a blank wall. So you do want to make sure that you do have some things on your page before you kind of, promote to the world, like, here I am. You want to make sure that your pictures aren't too dark, and you don't just have your Facebook filled with other people, but you're not really there. So make sure you got stuff of you. You don't ever want to use Beachbody stock images in the cover or profile pic. So we kind of talked about that earlier on. As far as the name, just put your own name up on your Facebook page. You don't have to come up with some crazy name, just keep it simple, keep it you. When you're out meeting people, you don't want to, if you want to add them to your Facebook, you want to make it easy. They just got to find you. And that's why you want your profile picture to be a clear, concise picture of you. Because if you meet someone out in public and you say, hey, look me up on Facebook, and your profile picture is not of you, how are they going to know they got the right person? So, that's another important aspect to why we want to have a nice, clear, concise profile picture. Negative post. We are now coaches. We are here to support. We are here to motivate. We are positive people. Do negative things happen to us still? Sure they do, but you can always turn that into a positive. So, you want to make sure that you don't have anything negative on your Facebook page. Make sure other people that have tagged you don't have negative things on your Facebook page, because, we're a positive breed. People come to us because they need that shining light in their life. So let's help provide it for them. I definitely have some, trials and tribulations, and I'll post about it too. Maybe my kids drove me nuts. But you got to put a little positive spin on it so that you can add value to someone else who may also be having kids driving them nuts. I posted just the other day about how crazy messy my house was. And, instead of just complaining about it, I turned it around and was like, how you just always seem to do your best cleaning 5 minutes before somebody's going to arrive? Well, I'm going to tell myself that somebody's coming today at 2 p.m. and I'm going to post my before and after to show that I actually did it. And I did, so granted, that's not a huge negative, but, turn negative things that are going on in your life into a positive. Don't send mixed messages on your Facebook. So make sure that you're not out there promoting, I'm a new coach. And then your next picture is like you stuffing your face at, a pizza joint. Again, you can still be doing these things. Coaches go out, we have a good time, we have drinks, we're still doing everything that we were prior to becoming a coach. But maybe, in the morning you've posted about a new challenge group coming up and you're so excited to help and support people. And then that evening you're going out to dinner. Well, you can post just because you're on a health and fitness journey doesn't mean you don't have to, you can't have fun. You go out and you do everything in moderation. So I'm out having pizza right now. Am I having the whole piece or the whole, pan of pizza? No, but I'm sure going to enjoy one or two pieces because I deserve it. I had a great workout today. I've been on my game all week. I got this. So, you can still post things, but just make sure that it's not, join my challenge group in the morning and then just you passed out with a beer in one hand at the end of the night. Try and keep your page interesting. We don't want a boring page. So go to your own page. Would you be interested in yourself? If so, then you're doing a good thing. At the bottom here, it talks about creating a like page too soon. I actually think that you should create a like page off the bat. I know when I first started, that was something my brother was like, wow, Steph, so you're posting a lot of stuff about fitness. Why don't you create a page for that so that I don't have to defriend you? So I do think that there's something to be said for it. As a new coach, that's eventually going to be where you drive all your business, your like page. So why not start off doing it? Is it something you need to promote in the beginning? No. You can get your feet wet. You can go through some of these trainings that we're going to talk about this week. You can get it prepped, ready, and prepared so that when you do, start promoting it, you have a good foundation there. But I do think that it's great to have your own like page early on. And, we'll provide tips on how to kind of drive your business over there and how to get it out there and, how to make it known that you got this business page up and going. Last thing that we're going to talk about, and I got a few slides to help out with it, is Facebook lockdown. You do not want your Facebook to be on lockdown. So let's go ahead and look at some of these things. If you go into your settings on your Facebook page, you can access this through either your phone or going on your computer, but you want to make sure that you have certain things on. Prior to becoming a coach, you probably shared a lot about personal stuff in your family. And so you can go back and you can set privacy settings on that. I know I have a ton of photo albums that are of my kids. Do people that I don't know need to see all that? No. So you might want to go through and go to all of your different photo albums, click only friends can see it. And, maybe take things off your Facebook that you don't necessarily want the whole world to see. Because once you become a coach, you do want to be, an open book. You want to have your Facebook made public. You want to allow people to come and make comments. So we're going to just kind of go over just a few things that you want to make sure that you're changing. So who can see post on your timeline? I would make this public, friends, everyone can see posts on your timeline. Should you be reviewing posts from friends that tag you? Yes, because you don't want your Facebook page just filled up with things that people find are funny or things that people want you to see. You want to make sure that you're in control of, what your page has on it. So please, a good suggestion is to put that on so that, if somebody tags you on something, you have to okay it first. Who can see things on your timeline? I actually have mine set to like everyone, and you can actually, if you're going to do a post that, there's specific people that you don't want to see it, you can actually go in and edit that. And there are other videos to kind of help go over this more in depth. Moving forward. So who can see my stuff? You really want everyone to be able to see your stuff. Who can contact you? Everyone. Who can look you up? Everyone. Do you want search engines outside of Facebook to link to your profile? Yes. I mean, you want to make yourself available to anyone and everyone. I've actually had people, tagged in some of my pictures from teaching classes. And then I've had, friends of their friends be like, interested in the class, but they couldn't get to me because I didn't have my settings set up right. So they wanted to ask where class was, how to get involved, how to, be an attendee. And I didn't hear from them because I didn't have my settings set up correctly. So I have actually changed all of that. So now people that I'm not necessarily friends with can post on my Facebook page, and, I can reach out to more people. Who can follow you? You want everyone to be able to follow you. So even if they're not a friend, maybe they'll come to your Facebook page and just want to follow you. So you want to make sure that that is open to anyone and everyone. Follower comments. Who can comment on your post? Everybody. That's why I just talked about that. If you put something up there that adds value to someone and a friend of a friend saw it and they're like, oh my gosh, like that's an awesome recipe. I wonder where she got that from. Well, if they're not currently friends with you, then they can't comment on it unless you have it set up correctly. So, just make sure that all of these settings are available so that you are as open as you can be. So that's pretty much everything that I'm going to cover in this first slideshow. And, we have lots of awesome training for you guys this week. And this is just day 2. So I hope that you guys, got something out of this. We're actually going to post another video down below if you would like further information and just even more step-by-step to how to do some of the stuff that I talked about. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully it helps. And I look forward to seeing some of your comments below. Thanks, guys.